Okay, today you're going to make your Guatemalan worry dolls, and the legend is that children in Guatemala will make these worry dolls, and they will tell their worry doll their worries at night before they go to bed, and then they will place the worry doll under their pillow, and in the night then the worries will all be taken away. So we're going to go ahead and make these today from the pipe cleaner stick figure that you already have, a piece of felt, and we'll talk about how you're going to be able to finish them up in a little bit. First thing you need to do is choose a color of yarn that you want to be the hair of your worry doll. And what you're going to do is you're going to start and you're going to put your fingers together and you're going to wrap around the four. So I have the string at the even with the bottom of my pinky, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then after that fifth one, I'm going to cut it so that it's even with the bottom of my hand. Then I'm going to slip my fingers out. I'm going to hold it at the top. I'm going to slip my scissors inside and cut it. So now I have 5 pieces of yarn. You're going to fold each piece of yarn in half, and you're just going to stick the loop inside the head of your pipe cleaner. You're going to stick then the ends through that loop and pull it tight. You're going to do that with all 5 of them. And you don't need to worry about hairstyles at this point or anything. We're just going to get the hair put on. We're going to get everything created. One of the last things you'll do is to worry about a hairstyle for your worry doll. So we'll go ahead and put this in. And you want to kind of keep it up close to the top of your head if possible. And kind of evenly spaced around the top of the head. Okay, one more to go. All right, that's the hair. Okay, next thing you need to do is you need to choose a color of yarn that you're going to use to wrap the body. I'm going to choose this light blue. So off camera, I'm going to make 1 wingspan from arms extended on both sides and 2. So I've got 2 super long lengths of this yarn. And what I'm going to do then is I'm going to start by putting that down on the body and just kind of hold it in place with my thumb, and I'm going to wrap around the neck. And then I'm going to wrap up the head, and notice how I'm covering the hole. So now we're filling in the head of our worry doll, and we're going to go up over our hair a little bit, and then we're going to go back down so it'll be a little bit padded, and we're going to go back to the neck. And once we get to the neck, then we're going to turn and we're going to go out one arm. And we're going to leave a little bit of our pipe cleaner for the hand. And then we're going to wrap back in. So now we're getting it nice and coated. Then we're going to switch over and we're going to do the other arm. Leave a little bit for the hand. And then I'm going to wrap back in. And when I get back into the body, then I've got my little tail of yarn that I started with. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wrap that into the body. I'm going to wrap down the body. And when I get to the legs, I'm going to go wrap down one leg. Leave a little bit for the foot. And then I'm going to wrap back up the leg. And then I'll do the same for the other leg. I'll wrap out, leave a little bit for the foot, then I'll wrap back in so that I've got that covered nice. And then I can wrap, I've probably got a lot of yarn left over. I can rewrap up the body to kind of cover that all in. And then I need to figure out a way to finish this off. So what I'm going to do is, as I'm wrapping, I'm going to just put my thumb there, and I'm going to wrap around my thumb, and I'm going to keep that pinched And what I'm going to do then is I'm going to stick the end of my yarn through that loop, and I'm just going to kind of pull it tight, and then I'm going to just snip off that little piece of yarn. And if you wanted to, you could put a little spot of liquid glue on there just to make sure that it's going to stay. So now I've got my body, and again, it's still the pipe cleaner inside, so you can still adjust it. Now I'm going to take my selected piece of felt, and I'm going to fold it in half this way, and on the folded edge I'm going to cut a little triangle out of it. So then when I open it up, I've got a diamond shape, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to push all the hair through that diamond shape and over the head. And now I've got this little tunic, or a little shirt, long shirt, or a skirt, a little dress, whatever you want to call it, on your person. Now I'm going to use just a scrap of yarn. Can choose any color you want. I'm just going to take the same color that I had for the hair, because that's what I have handy right now, and then I'm just going to tie that around the middle. Now it's at this point that you can get creative, and you could spike up the hair. You could come up with you know, accessories. You know, you can maybe make a cape. Any ideas like that that you might want to use. Now some things that you can do with the hair: you can give it a haircut, so you might have short spiky hair. If you do that, you might also then kind of unravel the yarn so it gets a little fuzzier and a little fuller, so you've got this little more spiked up look. Or if you leave your hair long, you might want to carefully unravel it. You might be able to braid it. You might be able to put it in ponytails. Just be creative with it. The last thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to have to somehow tell me that this is your worry doll. Now I want you to use one of the small paper punches that's up on my desk and a note card. On the note card, I want you to write your name, and then I want you to paper punch a little hole right near the edge, and then you can stick an arm through it and bend it over, or a foot through that little hole and bend it over, so that it kind of crimps your worry doll onto that note card, and then I know whose is who, and helping me to grade it, and then also photographing your worry dolls. So that's how you're going to make your worry dolls today.